Are you thinking about moving to San Antonio, Texas and interested in the Helotes suburb? If you are, this is a video that you definitely don't want to miss. Steve and I are going to take you through 4 different homes in the very sought after Sonoma Ranch, which is located in Helotes right outside of San Antonio off 1604. We're going to jump into it right now. If this is your first time to our channel and you would like to know everything there is to know about living in San Antonio and its surrounding areas, make sure you subscribe or tap the bell for notifications to ensure that you're one of the first to be notified when we bring you new market updates. My name is Katie Powers, and my husband Steven Garza and I get phone calls, emails, and texts from people just like you every single day who are looking to make a move. Whether you're 6 days or 6 months from making that transition, we would absolutely love to hear from you. All of our information is listed right below, and Steve and I would be honored to be your realtors of choice. Now let's dive in to the beautiful Sonoma Ranch. In this video, we're gonna take you through 4 different homes in 4 different price points in Sonoma Ranch. There are different areas throughout Sonoma Ranch. There is one area that is not gated, which is gonna be your lower price point. And Sonoma Ranch is at the foothills of the hill country. So as you go higher up the hill, the higher the price the homes are, because they get larger, the lots get larger, and you do start to have some really incredible views at the top of Sonoma Ranch. So we're gonna take you in. I do just wanna give you a tidbit of information on the area. It is located in Northside ISD. This location and this subdivision are very sought after because of where it is located and the school district. The schools that are routed in the North Side ISD for Sonoma Ranch are very highly rated schools. The elementary and the middle school are actually located within the neighborhood. So very easy to get to, makes it very easy for bus routes, or if you're the mom or dad that wants to take them to school every day, it's not an hour-long trip to make that happen. The HOA is also going to vary based off where you land within Sonoma Ranch. So we don't want to give you false information. If you do want to look in this neighborhood, reach out to Steve and I. We'll be able to give you more specifics on that HOA based off the price point that you are looking, but you can assume that the HOA is going to be anywhere from $500 a year up to a little more than $1,000 a year. Again, just depends. The HOA amenities are all the same either way. So they do have a great community pool. You have a sand volleyball court. You also have a phenomenal playground and then a big open field where you can go throw the frisbee, play soccer, just a big open field that's maintained by the HOA. Some parts of Sonoma Ranch are gated, some are not, but without further ado, let's show you some awesome pre-owned homes. This will give you an idea of what you can get pre-owned in Sonoma Ranch. Let's get after it. All right, welcome to our first home in Sonoma Ranch. Steve and I wanted to showcase you guys such a big range of price points in this part of town. So this is going to be essentially the lowest price point you can get in this neighborhood. So let's take a tour. This home is just over 1,800 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2.5 baths. As you come in, you do have your half bath right down here. And then you have your living room with a wood-burning fireplace. It does have a gas starter. Dining room, kitchen. So what I want to point out while Steve is walking you guys around, this house is listed at $340,000. This is the least expensive to get into this neighborhood, as I just mentioned, but notice it's not in the best of condition. Right? It doesn't have granite countertops, it has Formica countertops. The baseboards are all pretty beat up, but you do at least get tile, so you're at least not carpeted all the way throughout the home. But you do have space. A lot of the homes in this neighborhood are gonna give you a little more space. All the bedrooms are upstairs, so let's go take a look at those. All right, so as we come up, we do have carpet upstairs. It's seen better days. So if you were interested in looking in this area, we would definitely need to negotiate some cosmetic things for this property, but this just gives you an idea. This is your primary suite. Nice and spacious room. You've got a great walk-in closet. And then your primary bath. Now this one only has one sink, one vanity. Should be replaced at some point. And there's no closet for your toilet, so it is out in the open as well. You've got a linen closet in the hallway. And then you have two more bedrooms and a bathroom. So here is the secondary bathroom. Mirror has seen better days. I don't know how many times you guys are gonna hear me say that in this house, but you've got a secondary bedroom with a walk-in closet. I also wanna point out, none of these rooms have ceiling fans. Typically you see pre-owned homes have ceiling fans in the rooms because it's one of the first things most homeowners do. It's what I would suggest if you were purchasing this home, would be add some ceiling fans. So this is bedroom 3, also has a walk-in closet. Now let's go take a look at the backyard and what the outdoor space looks like in this home. So before we go outside, I do just want to show you there is a 2-car garage. It's your typical 2-car and a pre-owned. Has a sprinkler system, has some racks for storage. But that's pretty typical for San Antonio. I will say, if you're coming from another area where people use their garages, you'll be surprised how many people don't use their garage here in San Antonio. It's usually an additional storage place. Most people don't park in their garages. All right, so you have a covered patio. And then a good sized backyard with some really pretty oaks. So what I will say about this property, it is at $340. Definitely needs some love, but the draw here is the location and the school district. So if you want to be in Helotes, right off 1604, easy commute to UTSA, Medical Center, USAA, I-10, you really have easy access to a lot of things, which makes this location super prime. So could I find you a nicer home at $340 on a different part of town? Absolutely. But if you want to be in Helotes, in Sonoma Ranch, this is truly the least expensive. You might want to put a little money in, but overall, good bones, good home, good school district. Now, we're going to start showing you guys progressively pricier homes. Sonoma Ranch is the beginning of the hill country. So as we go higher up the hill, the price of the homes will also increase as well. So let's go check out another home. All right, welcome to our second home here in Sonoma Ranch. This one is a big one. So while Steve and I also think it's a little overpriced, and by a little I mean a lot, you get the square footage and your price per square footage is bigger. So the main reason we want to show you this is really so you get an idea of space. And this floor plan is actually very popular in this neighborhood. But pre-owns, you know, they're choices. People make choices when they purchase it, like this blue tile was certainly a choice. Okay, so as we come in, typically in this floor plan, you are bigger because this wall is not here. They personally added this wall in. Usually you have it very open. If you watched our Rogers Ranch video, this is a floor plan very similar where it's open. They added in some built-ins over here. Now this floor plan is 3,900 square feet. It is huge. So as you come in here, they chose to wall this off and make this very separate, but this would have been a formal dining room and a formal living. They added in some closets. So I don't know what they were using this room for, but yeah. So formal living, formal dining. I have seen a lot of people wall off half of it and make it an office because these floor plans, we didn't see a lot of home offices in the early 2000s. Now it's a big deal, but this could be turned into an office pretty easily, right? So across this hallway, you have your laundry room into your 2-car garage. Two-car tandem. Water softener, water heater, storage. That's kind of cool, little extra storage bay.
So you can turn off individual parts of the home, like the master bedroom, the primary bathroom, sink. You can turn that off. It's called a water tree.
And it has the key here to go and turn off individually.
Great system, just very, very expensive to do, so builders don't do it anymore.
Stick with us, guys. You'll learn lots of new things. Okay, so 2 cars here plus your 3rd bay here. So it is a true 2-car tandem. You've got your sprinkler system over there. I feel like I have spider webs on me. Laundry room. What do you guys think of this tile? I would love to hear your comments. Not that we're here to bash houses, but I'm just curious because they took it up in the full bathroom downstairs. Although I will say it is nice to have a full bath and not just a half bath. If you ever did have an in-law, and maybe that's what they used that room for because they built in that closet. Maybe they had an in-law that came and lived with them and they had the full bath downstairs. So that was the benefit, right? You do have a good sized kitchen here. They did upgrade it to the granite. I guarantee you this was not original. They didn't put granite in early 2000s at this price point. But you do have a good size kitchen. They even did the undermount lighting under the cabinets. And you have your typical corner pantry. Nothing really fancy there, just a pantry. But you do have a really great living room over here. Very spacious, really nice. I would change the flooring in this entire home personally. So this home is priced at $525,000. Like I said in the beginning, it's a little high, but for $137 per square foot, the per square foot price isn't terrible, but with the condition and the upgrades this home needs, typically at $525,000 in Sonoma Ranch, you'll have a much more updated home. So this one will be on the market for quite some time. But you do have a fireplace. This is typical 2000s, right? So we've just kind of outgrown these built-ins. TVs are so much bigger now that they don't really fit in these little cubbies that they pre-designed for the TVs. So you see people adding it in over the fireplace and things like that. To each their own. I would do the same and put it over the fireplace, but I would make these very even into bookshelves because it drives me crazy when they're not even. So all that being said, let's go take a look upstairs. All right, this is a massive floor plan upstairs. You have a big game room here, and you have 4 bedrooms and 2 full baths, including your primary, right? So here is bedroom 1. It does have a small walk-in closet. You have we can't really call this a Jack and Jill bathroom because both of the doors are out to the main area, but you have a bathroom here with a double vanity, which is nice. And then you have bedroom 3. Bedroom 4 with an amazing walk-in closet. A little girl would have a great time in that closet. And then the primary is on the other side. So you do have these 3 bedrooms over here by the game room. And then you have your primary bedroom a little separated from the other bedrooms. Take a look at how big this bedroom is. It's big. They obviously used it with a desk, but this was meant for a TV, right? This was a built-in for your dresser, your TVs, but this is a really big size room. Obviously, paint needs to be updated, some touch-ups, some things like that, but you do get crown molding, which is pretty rare. And then this is your primary bath. They really loved this blue tile because I feel like they just put it everywhere. So if you answered my question and you love this blue tile, this is the house for you. You need to call Steve and I. But this is part of going pre-owned, right? So you could definitely negotiate it. You're gonna get a better price per square foot when you go pre-owned. And then you can make the renovations to your taste and your liking. If you were to buy this property, 3,900 square feet, new build, in Helotes in this area now, you'd be well over $850, $900. So you see the value, right? 3,900 square feet, lots and lots of space. If you have a very large family, this is a really great floor plan if you can overlook the little details that you would want to renovate as you live here, right? Let's go take a look at the outdoor. All right, we have a really nice deck with the Trex planks. So that's the other thing I want to point out, right? You've got a green belt behind here, so no neighbors behind. You also have a really good sized lot. If you buy new construction today, typically you don't get lots this large. So you have a good sized backyard. Does it need some love? Absolutely. But you really get these trees, like new builds almost clear cut now. They didn't before. And so you've got some beautiful oaks over here. They're far from the roof, so you're not really worrying about it, but you do get shade year round back here. So really beautiful space back here. It's really open for you to create your dream backyard, right? All right, so that was it for this home. Let us know what you think. Did you like the square footage? Did you like the floor plan? What did you not like? I'm always curious to hear. Steve and I look at homes every day, right? So what we see and can't see, or look through, I should say, we can see everything, but sometimes we look through the terrible flooring and things like that because we know we can replace it, but we're curious what you guys think and what you see. when we tour you these homes. All right, next step, we're going up the hill, a little higher price. We're gonna be in the 700s on the next one. Let's go take a look. What an entrance, right? This is a gorgeous lot. It's a very large lot. Of course, you have a lot of concrete work, but absolutely stunning. You've got some great flat work, some great flagstone. They did it at the beginning of the driveway as well. I mean, absolutely stunning. So come on in. Let's tour this beauty. This one is listed at $795. So as I have said a few times in this video, as we go higher up the hill, so you could see this is on a hill. As we go higher up the hill, the neighborhood gets nicer, the homes get nicer. Again, this part of the neighborhood is gated. So this home is 3,600 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, listed right under 800,000. As you come in, you see this beautiful tile. They've got a lot of specialty work done on the flooring into your formal dining room. They chose to paint it a little extra, but it's got the tray ceilings here. It's got plantation shutters. So really beautiful. Now, your secondary bedrooms are all here at the front of the house. So you have 2 bedrooms here with a bathroom in between. So first bedroom in here. Now they do seem to have a film on the windows to make this a little darker in here. Plus you have your plantation shutters. So I would definitely suggest just putting brighter light bulbs in here. But good size room with updated carpet and a walk-in closet. Then you have your Jack and Jill bathroom, 2 sinks, and then you have your toilet and tub shower combo in one. Comes into your second bedroom here, secondary. The only thing I can really feel that this home needs a little updating on is the ceiling fans. But to be honest, this home, could you have some color changes in paint? Yeah, probably. But overall, very well taken care of. A really great walk-in closet here as well. Now, as you come down this hallway, I want to point out some really cool touches they've done. That flagstone in the front entryway they've brought into the home just ties it all together. It's really beautiful. You have a half bath here, which is always great to have in a 3-2 floor plan. So your guests don't have to go through those bedrooms to use a bathroom, right? You've got a half bath. You also have a very large office with beautiful wood floors. This is a huge office with tray ceilings. It's gorgeous. Then they've updated the flooring in here. I'm sure when this was built, it was carpet because that was all the rage. Now they put in some really beautiful wood floors. Love the architecture here. I love curved walls. I love them. But then you also have your fireplace with the curve, right? So just really stunning. If you updated a ceiling fan in here, maybe brightened up the walls, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Check out this kitchen. If you want counter space, you have more than enough counter space. The cabinets have definitely been updated. You've got all these drawers. So great. Cabinets are in good condition. If you wanted to update, that would really be the only update in here, would be if you wanted to go quartz and update your backsplash. But the cabinets are in great condition. You have your double oven. These look pretty new and they're Gen Air, so great quality appliances. Gas cooking. Don't know that we've touched on that on the other homes, but once you go further up the hill, you do have gas cooking. And yeah, so this is the kitchen. You've got your vegetable sink in the middle of the island as well. Good size island with cabinets and drawers, usable cabinets and drawers. And then you also have your pantry. A really great walk-in pantry. And then additional storage. I mean, this is my dream right here, guys. Like, how frequently do you have 2 pantries and 2 walk-in pantries at that? Floor plan's great. So over on this side, this would be where your refrigerator would go. If you wanted something bigger, you could take these out, but it's nice. You have your formal dining room here with a little buffet area here, cabinets, and your laundry room. Great space for your laundry room. Great countertops. Well, I should say great counter space. I think that's Formica. I don't think that's granite, but it looks nice. And there's a sink in there. Let's show you the garage. We have a 3-car, full 3-car. So 2-car bay. They also have a sink there to add in. It's also plumbed for your water softener. Extra storage here, along with your attic access. And then you have your 3rd bay completely separate. The fact that they put plantation shutters in a garage just goes to show you how extra they are. But great 3rd bay plus some extra storage here. So really lots of great space. It's just gonna depend on how you wanna use it. All right, so off of the formal dining room is your primary bedroom. You do have an additional coat closet here, but the primary is beautiful. Very spacious, whoops, lost my shoe. Very spacious, great ceiling heights for this age of a home. I don't know if you guys noticed on the other homes, the ceiling heights were much lower. This is roughly around the same year built, 2006. So it's got the tray ceilings, higher ceilings. You've got a door out to the patio, which we will show you here in a minute. And you have a great big primary bathroom. So 2 vanities separated. That one has lots of drawers. Steve would love that. Look at all those drawers, it's crazy. But then you also have your makeup vanity here, all built in one, which is great. Huge jacuzzi tub. This has all the nozzles, so not just a soaking tub, that's a jacuzzi tub. And then a walk-in shower. So they had a door on here at one point, this was it. But it looks like our previous owners were handicapped. We've got the handicap poles in here. So, great size shower though, great walk-in. Their door was right here. And then your closet. I will say this is a great touch. This built in, and they have their drawers here for additional storage. And then you have a good walk-in with extra space, right? So his and hers, but all in one room. Pretty good sized closet. All right, let's go check out this gorgeous back deck. All right, so this covered patio is great. It's so big. With a beautiful flagstone. They kept it outside, inside. Gorgeous. You've got your outdoor kitchen. I was telling Steve earlier, the only thing this house needs is a pool. And then it would be perfect. But you put your grill here, right? your egg or whatever you do your barbecuing in. This is Texas. That's why we have outdoor kitchens. We barbecue, we spend a lot of time out here. Now this property line does go up over, as you can see the fence up there. So you have a gate access over here to get to that top part of your property, but in most cases, people are gonna let that just run unless you have a use for it. And then you have a storage shed over to the side over here. So they really low maintenance this property. This is all rock. They didn't wanna have to mow the yard. It is a pretty sizable lot, right? The whole front yard is very big, and then they just have grass around here. But really stunning outdoor living. Keep in mind this property is priced just under $800,000 at $795,000. It's gorgeous. All right, guys, we have one more home to bring you. Hopefully you're sticking around. We're gonna go show you a $1.2 million home up at the top of the hill. So let's go check it out. All right, welcome to this castle. I call it a castle because this house is huge. This is 5,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, and honestly, I lost track of bathrooms, so we'll count them as we go, all right? So this one is a 2-story home, but you will wanna wait till the very end where we show you this backyard, because this backyard will sell this house. It is listed at $1.275. I do think it's a little overpriced personally, but this is the joys of pre-owns. You get to negotiate, right? So as you come in, you have your formal dining over here with plantation shutters, of course. And then off to the other side, you have your office. I do want to point out the coffered ceilings. Now this office does have a closet, so if you wanted to turn it into a 5th bedroom, you could. But it does have a walk-in closet with some very old carpet. All right, so as you come into the home, you're greeted by this really great size living room with a beautiful gas fireplace. What I love about these is it's just a flick of a switch and it comes on. It takes a little minute. If they have their gas turned on, they might not. But really nice fireplace, lots of stonework is really pretty. I'd probably put in a bigger ceiling fan than that, but you know, minutia. Then it comes in here to this kitchen. While it has room for updating, this is a great space. Beautiful island. You've got lots of cabinets and they're staggered over here to give it more height. You've got lots of good drawer space. And then you have a Wolf appliance over here for your gas range. This is extensive, and then of course you have your pot filler, which I just love it. I love it. So cool. But really great appliances here. Even in the island, you have some really good drawer space here with your buffet, double oven here. Beautiful cabinets. I love the stonework. You don't see builders typically doing that these days until you're in the millions, so it's nice to see that they have it here. Right over here, you have your walk-in pantry. And then a small step down so Steve doesn't fall into your laundry room. So you've got sink, cabinets, all very great space. And then they've epoxied this beautiful 3-car garage plus storage. Now the reason why I say 3-car garage plus storage is because your cars are really gonna come to here and you have all of this additional space back here to store things, which is great. You have your water softener, your water heater, all here. This is a finished out garage, right? So they epoxied it. Sheetrock is textured and painted. So completely finished out garage is really nice. All right, let's go check out some bedrooms. So off the kitchen, you have a guest suite. Little desk area too. Kind of a catch-all homework area. But this would be your guest suite with a closet. It's wired for a ceiling fan, but no ceiling fan in here. They must have used this as a TV room or something because there's speakers everywhere. And then you have a walk-in shower. This is a great idea. I love this exterior wall. You have a pool that we're gonna show you in a little bit. So it's really nice to have access from the pool into a bathroom. If you've had a pool, you know what I mean. It's really nice. The kids can come in and out and not have to trek through the house with water, right? So it's really nice to have that kind of like pool room, pool bathroom. All right. So as we walk across the house, you have the primary downstairs as well. So you have your guest suite and your primary on the first floor. Another really cool thing about this floor plan that you just don't see in new builds these days is the staircase is off to the side. So you notice now in new construction, a lot of your staircases they've created to be focal points. So they're in the middle of the house when you walk in. I'm a fan of it being tucked off to the side. I kind of like it off to the side. You've got a half bath here. And then your primary. So they did the tray ceilings. You've got double doors out to the outdoor living. Big windows. It's a funky shaped room, but it's still usable, right? Like you could do a whole sitting area over there, bed here, TV there, and then your primary bathroom. A little dated, right? But the bones are good. So you've got two separate vanities, his and hers. This would be hers with the vanity. And then you have his over here, which is always very interesting to me how much lower it is. It's kind of weird. But that's construction of 2000s, right? Most countertops are higher now, but you do have a jacuzzi tub here, not just a soaking tub. A jacuzzi, and a walk-through shower. It's a big shower. With the little seat, bench on both sides. Now, the closet. This is it. What do you guys think? Steve and I were underwhelmed. You could make this. Steve and I could not make this work, but you have lots of rooms in this house to make your closets work. But this is a good size, and then you also have some additional cabinetry space and stuff like that here. But that is what the primary offers you. So now we're gonna head upstairs and show you how cool this upstairs is. All right, so as you come upstairs, you've got this cute little area. I don't know what you could use it for, a reading nook or something, maybe. You've got a bedroom right over here. So this is bedroom number 3. It does have a Jack and Jill bathroom, but it is a good size. And man, does it have a view. This is what the top of Sonoma Ranch gets you, a gorgeous view. And I will just say, because I've had quite a few of you comment when you come to visit us, it's August, right? It's hot. Our trees always stay green. So while they are not big, like in other parts of the country, our cedar and oak trees stay green pretty much year round. So I've had a few of you come into town and say, I didn't think San Antonio would be so green. It really does stay green like this in the hill country. You've got a walk-in closet. We're gonna jump through the Jack and Jill to the 4th bedroom. So your 4th bedroom, it's a good size. I do want to point out the roof because we can see it from this angle. That's a clay or concrete? That's concrete. That's a clay roof. Those are very expensive roofs, by the way, but they'll last you forever, which is really great. Now, as you come out into the hallway, they've walled this in. So I don't know if you want to call this another game room, an additional game room, because there's another one we're going to show you in a minute. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think when you see pre-owned homes, but I always like to try to envision how people use this. I personally think they probably had like a poker table, something here. Obviously had a TV there. But this is a really big room. Lots and lots of space with some wood floors. I will say, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but almost every room has a different flooring in this house. That's usually a big no-no in my book, but you know, you're getting 5,000 square feet, all right? So this is massive. You have another bathroom over here. And another bedroom. So truly 5 bedrooms, not 4. We counted wrong, so shame on me. This house is so big it had Steve and I going in circles. And it does have access to the bathroom here. All right, let's check this cool room out. This was meant to be a game room. So you really have 2 separate game rooms. They put in a whole wet bar, got a sink. How cool is that? This room is big. It's got a closet over here. Then this is really cool. If you have little kids, this is the cutest. It's like a built-in dollhouse with a little bunk bed up there. How cute is that? I think every little girl, I mean boys too, but I think every little girl would never come out of there. I'm pretty sure our daughter would have all of her nail and makeup everywhere in that room. Anyway, this is a really cool space. I kind of like that it's got 2 game rooms. So as adults, you can entertain, but your kids can entertain too. I'll be real honest with you, we would be outside because this backyard is phenomenal. So why don't we go take you out there so you can see all the amazing activities you can do right here in your own backyard. Let's go. All right, so let's go check it out. So you've got a covered patio. All right here, you also have a, is that gas plumb out over here? No, water hose. Just kidding, water hose. It's interesting. So you have a water hose there. You have a gas plumb out over here on this side. So you can do a whole outdoor kitchen. That's really the only thing this house doesn't have is a outdoor kitchen, but you do have a great cover patio, then a deck. Look at all this space. You've got a basketball court. You've got a gorgeous pool. Flagstone pavement throughout. Oh, beautiful. Butterflies coming to visit us. You've got a barbecue pit, I mean not a barbecue, a fire pit up there. to enjoy our cooler days, few and far between. I'll tell you right now, it's 100 degrees and this pool looks very inviting. Hot tub, heated pool, and basketball court. But you also have a lot of grass, right? So if you have pets, lots of room for them to run around, and look at that view. Especially if you're sitting up there where that fire pit is. It's gorgeous. What'd you guys think? That's a big house. I feel like I just ran a marathon. Just kidding. I actually have ran a half marathon. This is way easier. What'd you guys think? Let us know. Drop us a comment. Do you love this backyard? This is a dream backyard for San Antonians. I can tell you that right now. It's beautiful. Great space. What'd you guys think of it? Is it something you could see yourself living in? Lots of homes. Once you get up to the top of the hill here in Sonoma Ranch, $1 million is typically where you'll be at. Plus, this one's, 1.275. Needs some updates, needs some love, but overall, great space, great price per square foot, great backyard, right? So stick around. I'm gonna bring you a short map video just so you can see exactly where Sonoma Ranch is in relation to San Antonio, so you can understand just how great a location this is and if it's the right neighborhood and location for you and your family. Let's go take a look at the map. All right, so now that you have seen all 4 of these beautiful homes, let's dive into the map. We'll make it quick because I know this video is a long one, but let's dive into a map so you can see exactly where this property is located. We are zoomed out so you can get the overall picture. You have Helotes over here on the northwest part of San Antonio, and Sonoma Ranch is actually right here. So, with that being said, as we mentioned a few times, we have an outer loop, which is loop 1604. This is our outer loop. And then we have an inner loop 410. And then we have this road, which you see Highway 16 on a map, but we as locals call it Bandera Road. And then you have I-10 here. So with that being said, I want to zoom in so you can see where this neighborhood is, but those are the main freeways you're going to use if you are living in this area. As you can see, Sonoma Ranch right there on the map. It even brings up Burnt Peak, which was our first stop on this video. So you have Bandera Road here, you have 1604 here, and you have I-10 right here. You have USAA Corporate right around, don't quote me on it, but let's just say here. You have Medical Center right here. So when we say this location is prime, it's because you are just minutes from I-10 1604 where La Cantera and the Rim are. Lots of entertainment, shopping in that area, of course, Fiesta, Texas as well. And then you're just 15 to 20 minutes into Medical Center from this location. So really easy access to all of the things northwest to north central San Antonio. You are about 20 to 30 minutes to the airport because you will have to take 1604 all the way to 281 and come south to the airport. Here, it's the San Antonio International Airport. So all of those things within very close distance from Sonoma Ranch. If I zoom in a little bit more, I'll show you all of the things. They actually just opened up a new H-E-B too. So you have a grocery store. So Sonoma Ranch is all right here. So this whole, all of this is Sonoma Ranch. It's huge. There's different neighborhoods on this side, but Sonoma Ranch is very large. It backs up, some of Sonoma Ranch backs up to a state park. So with that being said, you have your H-E-B right here on Bandera and 1604, a very large H-E-B, but they also just put in a new H-E-B right here. So you have one even closer. UTSA is here on Bandera Road, at this intersection, Bandera Road in 1604, you have everything you can think of. All the restaurants, movie theaters, fast food, Starbucks. You even have a Starbucks actually right here, if I'm not mistaken. Right here on your way in to the arbors at Sonoma Ranch. So you have a Starbucks there because I stopped at it yesterday on our way to record. So you have everything really close. The elementary is located, the middle school is located right here. Elementary is located within Sonoma Ranch. And then the high school, Brandeis High School, is also very close and in the area as well, in Northside ISD. So this is just a quick synopsis of everything within close proximity. This is why Sonoma Ranch is so sought after, because location is everything. You're very close to Helotes, you're outside 1604, but really easy commute into medical center and everything in this vicinity of it. So close to shopping, close to grocery stores, close to restaurants and entertainment, really a win-win. And there's such a wide range of price points that you can get in as low as, mid 300s all the way up to $1 million plus. So you've got a wide range of price points to fit your budget. So hopefully this was helpful for you. I know this map video was significantly shorter than we usually do, but since we showed you 4 homes, I didn't want to bore you with even more details. So hopefully that was helpful. If you like Sonoma Ranch, if you want more information, if you want to see other homes that are available and for sale in the area, give us a call. All of our information is listed right below, and this is Steve and I's cell phone numbers. So call us, text us if you have any questions. That's what we're here for, guys. So thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys on the next one.